Hello everyone, welcome all to my session on the topic trigonometry. Okay, what is the meaning of trigonometry? Actually, this word trigonometry, it came from the Greek words tri meaning three, ga meaning sides, and meter meaning measurement. Okay, so three sides, the figure which consists of three sides only, that is called triangle. Okay, so what is the meaning of trigonometry actually? The study of the relationship between the sides and the angles of a triangle is called trigonometry. Okay, trigonometry. So now come to why will we read this? What is its requirement? Where it is applied? Trigonometry is applied in many areas like science, engineering, and many areas. Suppose we have to find the height of the tower there, and suppose I am standing on the balcony and I am observing an animal is standing there. So what is the distance between that animal and me? So we can use this trigonometry. And the sea captains are also using this trigonometry for their navigation. It has vast areas of application. So concentrate here. So before coming to the details, I want to express what is angle. It is an initial ray, and other is it is a terminal ray. This is initial ray, or you can say initial side, and here it is called terminal side. You can say initial side also. And this is suppose O, this is A, and this is B. And we will measure, supposing anti-clockwise direction. Suppose this angle is theta, and its sign is positive here. Okay, when we will measure the angle in anti-clockwise direction, the angle is called positive, plus theta here. And you see here O is here, the initial ray or initial side of the angle. It rotates from OA to the tip of this ray from A to B. It moves, meaning it is the rotation. So the amount of rotation, what it covers, so that is called angle. If it is anti-clockwise, then we can consider as positive. If it is clockwise direction, then it is negative. You see here, suppose same thing I am expressing. This is O, this is A, and this is your initial side. And when clockwise rotation will be performed, so the A comes to B, so finally suppose comes to here, it is B. So this angle, it is the clockwise direction, it has minus theta. So the direction is very much important. When we consider in anti-clockwise direction, that is plus theta. When we consider in clockwise direction, it is minus theta. So now how can we measure the angles? What are the units of the angles? So come to here. So there are three systems. In three systems we can measure. Suppose the first one is sexagesimal system. Or it is degree measure of the angle. And number two, it is centesimal system. Okay, it is grade method. Okay. And here last is circular system. Circular system of measurement. System of measurement. So that is radian. You can say it is radian. Okay. So these three types of generally, but we are considering these two. 1 and 3. 2 is not in your syllabus. So first come to degree measure. Number 1. Degree measure. So degree measure meaning it is the sexagesimal system. So degree measure meaning, you see, suppose here O8, O, here A. This is the initial line, initial layer, initial side. And now OA is rotated. It is rotated. So finally it is rotated and reached again on the initial line. Meaning we will get again OB and this angle. Okay, it is the one complete rotation. Here you see the initial leg coincide with the terminal leg. This is terminal again. A terminal side of the. You see, OA is the first initial leg it was. Then after rotation, it is one complete rotation. Then again terminal side on OB. Meaning the initial ray and terminal ray are same now after rotation. Okay, so this rotation, or we can say this is one complete revolution. So here one complete revolution. So when initial ray and terminal rays are coincide after rotation. You say that you say cover completed one complete revolution. One complete revolution. Okay, this is one complete revolution. Actually, in this one complete revolution, what to do? We have to divide it into 360 equal parts. We have to divide this one complete rotation equal to 360 equal parts. And out of this 360 equal parts, the one part is called 1 degree. So that meaning is we can write 1 degree. The symbol is notation is like this: 1 degree. That equal to 1 by 360 of a complete revolution. Of a complete revolution. Okay, so this is 1 degree. 1 degree meaning 1 by 360. Actually, we are dividing into 360 parts for one complete rotation. So one part we have to consider as 1 degree. So 1 degree meaning it is 1 by 360. 1 by 360th of a complete revolution. Okay, again we can write 1 degree equal to this, and we can write also 1 degree equal to 60 minutes. Okay, 60 minutes symbol is like this. Again, that small part is divided into 60 parts. So, meaning 1 degree, that again we have to divide into 60 equal parts. So, one part is called 1 by 60 minutes. So, meaning 1 degree equal to 60 minutes. So, what is 1 minute? Here you can calculate. So, 1 minute equal to, you can say 1 by 60 degree. Okay, so this is the thing. 1 minute, 1 degree equal to 60 minutes. Also, 1 minute equal to, we can say 60 seconds. Again, we have to divide 1 minute in 60 equal parts. Okay, so this is the degree measurement. And then come to circular system, that is radian measurement. Centesimal system is not in your syllabus, the grade is not in your syllabus. So now come to the circular system or radian measurement. Radian measurement. You see, what is one radian angle? You see, suppose this is a circle, and here it is a center. The radius is suppose r, and again the arc length will take r. Same distance. Here suppose it is r, arc length. So here the angle what is made by the arc, this is called 1 radian. Or we are denoted by 1 c. Okay, this is 1 radian. 1 radian meaning is, what is the meaning of 1 radian? The angle obtained at center of a circle by an arc of length equal to its radius. Meaning here the length of the arc equal to the length of its radius. Then the angle obtained at center is called 1 radian. This is very much important definition you should remember. Radius equal to length of the arc. So then we can get 1 radian angle measure. Okay, you come to here. Suppose this arc length of length r, we are taking here also. So here again r. So how many radian we will get? Here also 1 radian. So here 1 radian, here 1 radian. So it is 2 radian we have got. So 2 radian. So actually see, here r, it is 2r. 2r by r. 2r by r equal to 2 radian. So that meaning we can find the angle theta subtends at the center of a circle. How can we find? Suppose theta is the angle. You see here another circle I am drawing here. Suppose here you see. Suppose radius is r, and here you see the arc length is L. Okay. So what is the angle here? Angle suppose theta. So here 2r by r, meaning arc length divided by radius, we will get the radian. Here 2 radian, 1 radian, 1 radian. Here 2 radian we got here. So here I can write theta equal to L by r. L by r meaning it is the arc length divided by length of the radius. Radius you can see. This is theta. Theta meaning the angle subtends at the center. That the arc length divided by radius. So what is L here? Suppose theta is given to you in radian form and r is given. So what is L? So you can write L equal to r into theta. These two formulas are very much important. You have to remember this. We'll use these things in our problem. Okay. So now come to, you have to make the relation between the degree measure and the radian measure. 180 degree equal to pi radian. Okay, pi radian. That is pi c. You see, one complete revolution, you know it is 360 degree, but it is half complete revolution, that is it is 180 degree. This angle is 180 degree. So this 180 degree we can express as pi radian. And you see, what is the angle here? It is 90 degree. But 90 degree we can write it is pi by 2 radian. Pi by 2 radian. But pi radian equal to what? 180 degree. So it is pi radian. This is equal to pi radian. But again in 90 degree that is pi by 2. Suppose 45 degree, right? 45 degree. It is what? 5 by 4 radian. Suppose 60 degree. What is this? Is 5 by 3 radian. Radian here C. Here C you can write. 60 degree is 5 by 3 radian. Okay. So you see 108 degree equal to 5 radian. So what is 1 degree? 1 degree equal to 5 by 180. 5 by 180 radian. Can I write this? Okay, so now I can write, suppose 5 degree, we have to multiply 5. So we can write radian measure equal to 5 by 180 into degree measure. It is very important formula. And this is the radian measure. And another is degree measure. What is this? It is just reverse 180 by pi into radian measure. Okay. So example I am taking, suppose 60 degrees here. 60 degree we have to change into radian measure. So 60 degree we can write 5 by 180 into 60 degree. So finally we will get this radian. So radian measure. So we can write under 60 into 5 with 180 into 60, that is 5 by 3 radian. Okay, so here you can write radian by our formula. And suppose radian will be given to you, then we will get the degree measure by applying this formula. Okay, so these are the basic things you should know. Suppose final example I want to express. Suppose example express 6 radian as a degree. The degree we have to write. So how can I write? So degree measure equal to 180 pi into 6 I can write. So I can write solution. It is 6 radian equal to 180 by pi into 6. Okay? And this degree, final this degree. So I will multiply here. And here pi value you have to put, because in degree measure always you have to write in integer format, not in by fraction. So 22 by 7 I will put. So 180 into 6 into here 22 by 7. So 7 divided by what? 22. So here I will cancel 2 into 11 and here 2 into 3. So final result will be that equal to 540 into 7 by 11. So it is equal to 70. 428 and 2, 7 to 5, 35 to 37 by 11. Okay, this degree. This is the degree. But again we have to write a mixed fraction. We have to divide it. What we will get here? You see. Here, suppose I am dividing here. Here I am dividing 3780 divided by 11. What we will get? 11 into 3, 33, and here 4, 8, 11 into 4, it is 44. It is 4, 0, again 3, it is 33, here 7, meaning I can write it is degree. I can write it is a 343 whole 7 by 11 degree. So again, but you don't leave here. Again you can write in minute and second form. You see, here it is 343 degree. Here 7 by 11 degree into 60 minute. Okay, you will get 343 degree. Okay, so it is what? here 420 by 11 minutes. So we divide again. Here 420 divided by 11. What will get? 333. Here 908. 52. That meaning we are getting here. Here we are getting 343 degree, 38 minute or 38 whole 2 by 11 minute we can say. But here again fraction will get, so 343 degree, 38 minute, here 2 by 11 minute into 60 second we will do it here. Okay. So what is the final result? You see, the result will be equal to 343 degree into 38 minute. Here it is 120 by 11. 120 by 11 meaning 120 by 11. 11. It is 1 0. So here 0. Point is 0. 10.9. It is approximately 11. So 11 second we can write approximately. So this. So initially the question was given. The question was given 6 radian equal to how much degree? We have expressed like this. Okay, it is very much important. And last question today. The last question is very easy. Some question is asked to you express. Suppose 40 degree 20 minutes into radian form. Into radian form. Okay, you see here. Find the solution. Solution is here. So you can write 40 degree 20 minute. So you can write 40 degree 20 minute meaning it is 20 by 60. Okay. So this is the thing. 20 by 60 degree. That meaning finally we will get 40 whole 1 by 3 degree. Okay. So now we can write here 40 whole you can write. So finally we will write here 121 by 3 degree. But again here degree is given, so we have to change into radian measure. So radian measure already I have told you what is that, pi by 180. I have written the formula. You listen. If you forget the formula, you know 180 degree equal to pi radian. 1 degree equal to pi by 180. This degree equal to, you have to multiply 3 into pi by 180. So this radian is got. So finally it is 121 pi by 540.